Allergies.
In Lewiston, Illinois. I'll give an example. On August 17, 1858, in Lewiston, Illinois, Abraham Lincoln delivered a powerful speech during his campaign for the United States Senate against Stephen A. Douglas. And Lincoln would brandish the Declaration of Independence constantly as he condemned slavery. I want you to listen to this. Here's what Lincoln declared. Now, if slavery had been a good thing, but the fathers of the Republic have taken a step calculated to diminish its beneficent influences among themselves and snatched the boon wholly from their posterity, these communities, that is the colony, by the representatives in old Independence Hall, said to the whole world of men, we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they're endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. This was Lincoln during a debate. This was their majestic interpretation of the economy of the universe. This was their lofty and wise and noble understanding of the justice of the Creator to his creatures. Yes, gentlemen, to all his creatures, to the whole great family of man. In their enlightened belief, nothing stamped with the divine image and likeness was sent into the world to be trodden on and degraded and imbruted by its fellows. They grasped not only the whole race of man then living, but they reached forward and seized upon the farthest posterity. They erected a beacon to guide their children and their children's children, and the countless myriads who should inhabit the earth in other ages. Wise statesmen as they were, they knew the tendency of prosperity to breed tyrants, and so they established these great self-evident truths, that when in the distant future some man, some faction, some interest should set up the doctrine that none but rich men, or none but white men, were entitled to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, their posterity might look up again to the Declaration of Independence and take course to renew the battle which their fathers began, so that truth and justice and mercy and all the humane and Christian virtues might not be extinguished from the land, so that no man would hereafter dare to limit and circumscribe the great principles on which the Temple of Liberty was built. This is Lincoln in 1858. Now, my countrymen, if you have been taught doctrines conflicting with the great landmarks of the Declaration of Independence, if you have listened to the suggestions which would take away from its grandeur and mutilate the fair symmetry of its proportions, if you have been inclined to believe that all men are not created equal in these unalienable rights enumerated by our Chart of Liberty, let me entreat you to come back. Return to the fountain whose waters spring close by the blood of the Revolution. Think nothing of me. Take no thought for the political fate of any man whatsoever, but come back to the truths that are in the Declaration of Independence. You may be doing with me you choose, if you will but heed these sacred principles. You may not only defeat me for the Senate, but you may take me and put me to death. While pretending no indifference to earthly honors, I do claim to be actuated in this contest by something higher than an anxiety for office. I charge you to drop every paltry and insignificant thought for any man's success. It is nothing. I am nothing. Judge Douglas is nothing. But do not destroy that immortal emblem of humanity, the Declaration of Independence. Why am I reading this to you? After the break. This is fundamental. This is crucially important. After the break, I'll explain it. So stick with me. I'll be right back.
Mark Levin.